Hello, this is Brenda Wicker, and this is my final presentation for COMM479R, learning how to use WordPress and build a site with that. And the main purpose of this site eventually will be for my portfolio, and in the meantime, it's primarily just been to learn how to build this site and make it pretty and just learn behind the scenes what it does and how it works and just have fun building it. So I put a lot of space Ipsum content in to take the place of what will eventually be my portfolio. As you can see, I have a full screen slider here, and it goes to several different parts of the blog. I've got a social media section showing different blog posts about social media. I've got the blog section showing the different blog posts that I've been making for another class. The space section, which would eventually be the portfolio. A bunch of different articles. Just click on any of them, and they are actual articles with filler and pretty pictures. And then the contact section with a little more filler because I don't really need this really active quite yet. I would have to say the hardest thing that I learned, the most difficult thing to do was setting up WooCommerce, because the video tutorials were not current, and so they didn't match what we were actually having to do and how it works. So I had to get really into the nuts and bolts behind the scenes to get it figured out and get it set up right. Created a few imaginary products here, time clocks and colorful pencils to add details to your day, editing scissors to remove painful moments, things like that. As you can see, they're set up to have different options with different prices and related products added together. Just had a lot of fun setting all of that up. One of the specific things, in general, I really enjoyed this class because I learned I'd never built anything with WordPress before, and learning how powerful it is and what it can do is really cool. This was what my site looked like earlier today. The slider was not full screen, and it was suggested that maybe I should do that, and WordPress doesn't do that by itself. So the first thing that I tried was a plugin, and I just wasn't happy with how that was turning out. And then I found an article, and I'll put a link to it, showing you how to do it. You go into the Divi Builder and use a full screen module to build the slider, but then you have to add a CSS class, and then under Divi Theme Options you add CSS code and JavaScript, and it takes it from being a kind of squished. Before I did that, it was squished and it went full screen, but not all the way down the height of the screen, and now it does, and that looks really cool. So I'm pleased with how that turned out. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody else did. Thank you very much.